Hey everyone, Oscar with Detail Groove, and in this video we're going to be talking about whether you should start a car detailing business just because you're good at car detailing. So I do have another video I'll link up here about why you're starting a car detailing business and why, whether you're more in tune with the detailing side of things or the business side of things. So you can check that video here, but let's get straight into this topic's video. So how most people start off their car detailing business is by simply either practicing on their personal vehicles, detailing their friends, family members, co-worker vehicles, and then them getting feedback saying, this is great work, you should start your own business. I don't need detailers that perform at this level. You have a great customer base, you'd grow a great audience, so on and so forth, kind of just hyping them up to start thinking that they could start a detailing business. Obviously it's a common thing to think about. You yourself can perform this level of work. People will pay you for that level of service, and then you can just start a business. And that's a great way of thinking, but you really need to see if that's something that's in line with who you are as a person, if that's something you really want to dive into, because most of the time, and not just for detailers, but for AC technicians, carpet cleaners, any type of service-based business where instead of, if you're working for a carpet cleaning company or a detailing company or an HVAC company, instead of you just doing the technical aspect of work, you'll think to yourself that you could just, since I'm such a good technician at whatever field that it is, regardless if it's detailing or not, I can leave this company and go start my own business, my own company, and I can get more money for myself because I already know how to do the work, which is a common way of thinking for many technicians. But the problem is that once you kind of go into business, everything changes on between the actual service that you're offering, whether it's detailing or plumbing, to the actual business part of things. Because it's not so much where you're gonna go into business for yourself and then all you have to worry about is detailing, or all you have to worry about is plumbing. Now you have to worry about is 10 million other things, as far as how do you get clients, how do you retain them, how do you do the finances, how do you do the bookkeeping, the taxes, how do you set up your website, how do you optimize your website, how do you consistently bring leads to your business, how do you close them, how do you invoice, how do you so many things. So just because you're a good detailer doesn't mean you should immediately go into detailing. Perhaps you should go and work for another detailer, maybe, because like I said, and referring back to this video that I'll link up here again if you want to click it, if you want to just focus on detailing, then perhaps go partner up with someone or go work for a great detailing company that offers the type of services that you'd like to work with. I'm sure you can find some in your city, and that's more of an ideal thing to do. Just because you're good at detailing doesn't mean you're gonna get customers because you're good at detailing. Just because some of your friends and family members, I said, you'd be great for this market. There's a lot of good cars, there's a lot of nice cars, there's people with money. Doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna bring those customers to you and they're gonna pay you the money you're worth. And not that they won't, that the market doesn't take it, or they're not willing to pay you, but it's more so of like your skill set on the business side of things won't be good enough to bring those clients month after month, week after week, to pay you your prices. So I hope this video helps with you. Again, it's a real distinct difference between just I like detailing, so I want to get into detailing, and I like detailing, I want to get into business, and knowing everything that has to do with the business side of things. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about this. If it kind of just if it kind of related to your thinking and how when you first started, because when I first started, it's the same way. I like detailing. This is what I want to do. Let me get into it, and it didn't work out as good as I wanted it to be in the first 6 months to a year. So I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.